Oh, bitch. I have a mic. Like, it's crazy out here. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the next episode of From My Notes to You. Didn't think I was going to take this long in between, but I was trying to finish up the semester and all that good stuff. So, came with its, delays. But anyways, here we are. This is actually an impromptu episode. I have a couple other ones lined up, but today I woke up and this was on my mind. And I just had to take advantage of it because I feel like usually these thoughts come when I'm high and I'm not. So I was like, this is good shit. So let's talk about it. If I title this what I think I'm gonna title this, you're probably like, what do you mean by that? But that's the way that you probably reacted is exactly why I'm making this because I kind of want to dissect it a little bit and talk about why the idea of being in love is reserved for a romantic context. So honestly, I feel like I've had this idea floating around for a couple months now. I don't think I've been actively thinking about it for the past few months, but it's come up over and over in my mind through different situations that have made me come back and need to reflect on this idea. And I feel like today I just had like an epiphany and I woke up like, oh shit, this is what's going on. Okay, so I just want to put it in words, vocalize it, see if this is making sense, see if this is going to resonate with y'all, because honestly, it barely makes sense to me, and I'm still like, bitch, what are you talking about, really? But I don't know. Sometimes you be thinking that you're the only one thinking something, and then everyone else is on the same page as you. So let's just dive into it and see exactly what I mean. And but yeah, just let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So I think what started this for me was a few months ago. I had made a friend, and we were getting really close, and I was like, oh my god, wait, is this developing into a crush? Is this like a romantic type of love that I'm starting to feel for this person, or is this just like a friendly love, platonic love, and I'm just really enjoying this person's presence, their comfort, and this is what's making me think that I have romantic feelings for them. And it really had me really shook. Like, I was very emotional about it. And this was all in a day when I went out to go on a hike for like the first time in a while, and that was a much needed day. I feel like I've had a lot of awakenings since then, but yeah, like I was sitting there crying, and I even wrote a poem about it, and I was like, I don't know what this person means or what this symbolizes, but hopefully like I can just figure it out. That day I promised myself that I would just feel, and I was like, I'm gonna stop trying to police my feelings and emotions and trying to calculate, and because that's the type of person I am. I always want to dissect what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, why I'm feeling the way it is, and I spend more time, I think, thinking about that and trying to do that than actually enjoying or living through the feelings that I am feeling. And that's a cycle that has existed in me for a long time that I'm trying to break out of. So, yeah, that was a very, like, what's the word? There's a specific word I'm thinking about, but I don't know. It was a day when I just really, maybe cathar. I don't know the word I'm trying to say, but it's not coming. But it was a very releasing day when I was just like, a lot of emotions were coming out. It was very all over the place. I was like, oh, okay, I'm having these realizations about myself, stuff like that, and I just need to feel like, that was like the conclusion I came to. I was like, just stop thinking and just feel. Easier said than done, I'll tell you that, because after that day I felt good, maybe a week, and then I was back to a disaster. But that's besides the point. The point is that was a moment that I was having, and then I realized, I was like, no, wait, okay, this isn't. I don't want anything romantic with this person. I just really admire them as a human being. I like this connection that we have, and I like our friendship. And then that got me thinking, and I was thinking about a lot of like my close friends, and I think at some point, at one point or another, I probably thought that I had feelings for like probably every friend in my life, to be honest. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean? And that also, was confusing me because I tend to have a lot of obsessive crushes. And I was like, damn, I'm really just like, is this from trauma? Like, do I just, latch on to anyone who gives me the time of day, who like I like as a friend? Like, why can't I just have platonic friends and not want it to be more than that? You know what I mean? Why do I always have to fall for my friends or like get crushes or stuff like that? Like, why can't all just be easy? But I realized it's because it's more simple than that, and it's also more complicated than that. Like, it really comes down to the simple fact that I just love hard. I love people hard. I just really, I don't know, man. Love, like, that's just my thing. Like, my foundation is on love, and it's kind of hard not to be all like, I'm not like other people, so it's hard in society. But like, genuinely, like, looking at the society and seeing how people function, and people are just so easily disposable to everyone, and it's just like, oh, the hard game, like, we're not, no feelings, all that stuff. And but like, it is, like, unfortunately, the reality for, I don't want to say everybody, for, but like, at least what we see in media, and I think even in real life a little bit, unfortunately, too. But yeah, like, there is a lot of hard exterior, there's a lot of emotional closed offness and emotional distance, whatever. A lot of people don't want to be in tune with their emotions. Naturally, I am someone who is very emotional. I have always been like that since I was a kid, but over the years I learned to turn that off, because it wasn't cool to be very emotional. It wasn't cool to be super expressive. It just was like weird, honestly, or like it just threw people off. It just scared people off. So like, I had to spend a lot of my life learning to turn off my feelings and just be cold, be distant, and that made me miserable because that's not who I am naturally. And I think the only way I was able to really successfully do that was by disassociating, and I talked about that in my last podcast. But yeah, like, disassociation was really the thing for me. But as I've been trying to work on coming back to reality and not disassociating anymore, I realized that a big part of that is coming back to love, because I think love is a foundational key in relationships with people and friendships, romantic, whatever, family. Yeah, it's just love. I just think that everything is based off of love. That's just how I operate. That's just, I don't know. That's just me. And I think that is the what is supposed to be the human experience, but because of life and circumstances and situations, it just doesn't come off like that anymore, which is a whole different thing. But reeling it in, yeah, so basically I love hard, and that was a problem for me a lot in my life, because I would catch feelings for people, and it would kind of end up ruining it for me, I guess. Or I don't know, it would just bring a lot of hurt to me, because again, like, I would catch feelings for people that I didn't need to or shouldn't have. But that's just, I don't know, I was like, I love this person so much, like, I have to like them. Now, there were some crushes that were generally just unbased off of anything, and it was just like wild, and like that person was completely like a dickhead, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's the one. Those were like different. But like, the friends that I thought I had feelings for, or caught feelings for, actually, whatever, that was a little bit different. Now, I didn't understand what was going on back then, but the realization that I had today was that, like, I am like, and I do fall in love with my friends. I fall in love, but that doesn't mean that I want something romantic with all of my friends. See, you love your friends, right? Falling in love has a connotation of the romantic. Like, there's the I love you, but are you in love with me? And I've always tried to like think about what the difference was, but for me at least, I don't think there is. There's a difference between wanting somebody to be in a romantic relationship with you, but I don't think that distinguishing factor that makes that is being in love with the person. Because when I think of falling in love, from the general sense that I think that most people think of, it's like like, when you look at that person, you just get butterflies, and you get all happy, and you feel tingly, and you're just all warm and fuzzy and all that stuff. Blah, blah, blah. That's like the difference between like falling in love and versus just like loving someone, right? But like, I've had those moments with all of my friends. Like, there will be times when I'm just hanging out with my friend, and I'll look at them and I'll be like, I really fucking love you. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, you're just that great. Our connection is just that deep. Our bond is that solid. And I'm just like, you are somebody that I want in my life forever. Like, I cherish you. That is me being in love, I think. The only separation, or like distinguishment, I hope that's a word, I don't know, that I would say for me now separates friendship versus romantic, feelings or wants, is honestly just the like pursuit to be romantic with you, I guess. Like, the love that I want for like my partner is, the same kind of love that I would want, or that I do seek in friendships. It's the same level of trust and like that connectivity, a really strong bond, you know what I mean? Just understanding, like, really, like, on the corny shit, I guess, like, my best friend. Like, I want you to be my best friend. And then I also find you attractive, I guess, and like I also kind of want to like whatever, other things, I guess. Like yeah, I'd say like the only thing that really distinguish friendships and romance for me are, I guess, yeah, like the sexual side, that sensual side, the actual like sexual attraction to wanting to be with you, I guess. Because everything else, the basis of the friendship needs to be there first for me. And I think that's something that I'm also learning about myself that's really helping me, because a pattern in my life, like the obsessive crushes that I've had, I'd say like that weren't like based off of like, oh, I really like love you as a friend first. um I didn't really take them serious. Like I'd get really like overwhelmed and like infatuated with the person, and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is the person for me, blah blah blah, based off of nothing, just like they're really cool and I really like their idea. Oh my god, I like their vibe, and I really like the idea of them is what I was trying to say, I guess. But yeah, and then I'd get really like soaked up in that, and I just really want that and obsess over it for a long time. But I've always been like, crushes always come easy to me, and friendships don't come as easily, which is what I'm realizing. And the reason I bring that up is because I never really thought about romantic relationships seriously. Like they affected me emotionally a lot seriously, because I would fall head over here. What? I can't speak. Because I would fall head over heels for the person, right? And I'd be like, this is my person. I want them so bad. I can't live without them, blah, blah. Um, and I put myself through this cycle over and over again with many different people, whether they were like actually good people again or not right for me at all. But with friendships over the years, I've become super cautious. I'm very wary. I'm very, yeah, cautious of who I let into my life. Just basically, like, you have to really, like, I'm very aware. I'm very fearful, I'd say, as well, of the people I allow to become my friends, because of how seriously I take my friendships. I realized that friendships hold a lot of value for me. And I was talking about this with some friends like a month ago or whatever from school. And I was like, friendships have always been more important to me than romantic relationships. As much as I've like romanticized the idea of being with somebody and wanting that other person, that one, that special someone, my other half, like I never really thought about what it really meant to be committed to someone, or what it means to be in a relationship with someone, like outside of like high school level. Okay, yeah, we'll go on dates, blah blah blah, take pictures, whatever. But like the intimacy that I crave, that I know I'll want in an actual romantic relationship, again, comes from the basis of friendship. And that is so much more like damn, like even with my friends that I've known for years, like I'm still revealing myself to them slowly over time, because I'm just very like, I don't know, that comes from like insecurities too about like me as a person, and just always feeling judged, or feeling like I'd be like too much or whatever it is, or weird, or I don't know. But those are things that I've worked on over the past couple years for sure. And like I'm definitely more confident in myself. Like I'm like, bitch, if you don't like me, you don't like me, whatever, it's fine. I don't need everyone to like me. I just want the people that are right for me to like me. That's fine. Yay for me. But yeah, like friendships have always been scary to me. At least like as I've been, healing over like friendship trauma and stuff like that recently in this past like year or two, it's really become more prominent to me that like, friendships are, yeah, like very very important to me. They've always, they hold like a, I want to say the highest place in my heart. Maybe not very close to family, like blood, I guess, but my friends are my family. So honestly, it's all kind of like in the same bubble. I want to say the same level. And it's really like, I don't even want to say like family first and then friends, or friends and then family. It's really based on the individual person. And I feel like each person is in their own tier, but very, very separated by a minimal. Like, it's really, it's okay. Not to get into the details, whatever. That's not the point. But the point is, yeah, like friends are just as important to me, if not more. Um, they're very important. Okay. So when I get hurt in friendships, or when I, have a friendship that doesn't work out the way I want it to, or it ends, or it just apart, or it just like over time, changes form or whatever, that is really tough for me. That has been tough for me, because I think I've idealized my friendships to be like very specific, I guess, or I don't know, maybe not specific, but like I just have high hopes for them, because again, like friendships, that's my basis. That's what I thrive off of. I thrive off of community. I need community, and I need core friends and people in my life to like hold value, because in a way I kind of base my life off of my friends, but not in a codependent way, but in a like, I know I have my people around me, I know I have this love around me type of way. um Definitely was unhealthy at times, but again, working on that and working on a balance now. That's where I'm at in my life. I feel like that's the chapter I'm on, like just balance in general and just understanding more. But yeah, so friendships I'm more cautious, and I've had a lot of struggles with letting people in, especially recently. This year has been, oh, sorry, no, we're in 2023 now, but 2022 was a very difficult, but like very telling year for me when it came to friendships and love and everything in general like that, because I realized a lot. I walked away from certain situations, and but that made room for new situations, and throughout all of them I was able to appreciate the things from the past, but also let go of whatever hurt or issues were, like, they were around those things or those people, those situations, and then learn to kind of open up my heart again to new friends, to new people. And still in the process of that, it's a everyday thing, it's a battle, I'm not gonna lie, it's really tough for me, but uh it's been interesting because I didn't know I had the capability to do that anymore, because I closed myself off for so long. I really had like a core set of people that were like the, again, like the basis of my life, and then learning to walk away from that and be able to incorporate new people into my life has been a lesson, a very big one for me, and has been very eye-opening, and has taught me about, one, forgiveness, has taught me about hope again, has taught me about just how I connect with people and how I love and stuff like that. And it's just been very, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been an overwhelming time, but it's also been so beautiful. And I've made a lot of good memories. I've made a lot of good friends. People that are now, again, part of a different chosen family. I think I also have, I've always been like someone who's definitely like in this circle, that circle, that circle, because I just like to talk to everybody. That's how I like learn. I think that's how I live my life the best, by getting new information from different types of people, different groups of people, whatever. But yeah, like I definitely have, a couple groups now that I'm just like, yeah, like y'all are my people. You know what I mean? Like I really do love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I am in love with a lot of you, with most of you, like everybody, I'm in love with the world. I'm in love with life. And there have been like those moments. Some people I'm still falling in love with, you know what I mean? But there have been moments when it's just like, I look at this person and I'm like, yo, you're solid. Like, like you've worked your way into my heart, reluctantly, because I am reluctant again when it comes to friends and stuff like that. But like, the heart wants what it wants, and my heart has been wanting and desiring certain levels of like connections in my life, and they're coming to me fast. They came to me really faster than I expected, and it really scared me, threw me off guard for a second there. But it's been great. I've made many memories, and I'm so thankful for the people that I have in my life today. I've also reconnected with people that like have always been here, but maybe like I kind of neglected as I've been, journeying and doing my own thing, and they've welcomed me back with open arms, and I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be happier to have y'all in my life. I couldn't be more appreciative. And I love you guys so much. I do. I really do. And I hope y'all know that from the bottom of my heart. Like, I genuinely love you. And I am in love with you all, for real, because like I've had those moments when I've just looked at you guys and I've just been like, damn, like you're a good fella, you're a good person, you're one of my people, you're my person, and I have a lot of persons, so it's been fun. But to again distinguish it, or not even distinguish, but like to talk about that separation between romance, like when I realized that I had this pattern of the obsessive crushes and stuff like that that weren't really fulfilling or based off of anything, I realized that it was easy for me to, romanticize a romantic relationship, because I wasn't thinking of like how, like what it really meant to be in a relationship, Again, the basis of a romantic relationship, for me at least, has to be a good friendship, has to be a really good bond. And since I wasn't thinking of romantic relationship like that, I was like, romantic relationship is completely different than friends. You know what I mean? That's not the same. But it's not. But it is. I don't remember what I said. It's either it is or it isn't. Contradictory to whatever I just said. But like, it is like friendship is important. You know, friendship is the base. And I wasn't thinking about that before because I was like, oh yeah, no, that's just like you meet someone, you get a crush, you have a good time, you talk, and then it'll work. But like as I've, been exploring with dating these past year, 2 years, year and a half, whatever, I realized that like a big thing for me is really like, it's kind of hard to like date around when, for me, again, it's hard for me to even open up to a friend, to a new friend, and then turn that into a romance. Um, and it's just been like, okay, so I see that I need that friendship. So what are we gonna do about that? And I'm at a point where I don't know 100%, but I'm willing to be patient and wait and figure out whatever like that means for me in the future, however that's gonna unfold. It definitely was a rude awakening because I was like, oh shit, wait, no, like I literally had a moment a couple months ago, and I was like, wait, if I wanna have to like be with someone that I'm friends with, I'm gonna have to be friends with them. And I was like, fuck. I was really like, damn. I was like, gosh darn it. Like, I have to make another friend, like a real friend that I want romantically. You know what I mean? But I think I've gotten over that. And I think I'm kind of more like, oh, wait, okay, that's not that bad. Because again, as I'm opening up to new friendships and as I am learning to openly love again and stop, cock blocking myself from love, from experiences, from living, from life, it's like, it's not that bad. And I think it's also made it easier for me to understand like what I think I want love, like romantic love, to look like in my life. Because if I know that I just need a really good friend first, and then the other things, the other boxes, whatever, like kind of are secondary, it makes it not as scary to believe in the process of, that romantic love. Because you can make many friends, you know what I mean? And if I know at least I'm capable of making so many friends and making so many connections and falling in love over and over again, then that means that like and the 8 billion people that like exist on this planet, I should be fine. I'll be able to find somebody, you know what I mean? Cuz like I thought about it. I was like, "Wait, could I be like polyamorous, polygamy, whatever?" But like nah. Cuz I just, as much as I love my friends, I could not give that level of attention to like more than one person at once, like lifelong, whatever. So but it's still like, again, like makes me less weary about, am I ever gonna find the one? Am I ever gonna find my other half, the perfect one? I don't think there is. Sometimes I think there is a little bit of truth to that, and I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't think it's that important to me though, in the grand scheme of things, because even if there is that one soulmate, that one, twin flame, whatever, like only one person for me, then I'm assuming that like as long as I align myself with what I want and my values and my ideals, then I'm gonna meet that person. But if it's not like that, then at the very least I know that if I make a really good friend and they check off the other boxes, then I can have a successful relationship either way. And again, out of all the people in the world, like it shouldn't be that impossible, Like I feel like I'm a pretty cool person, so like it's not as like, damn, I'm never gonna find that person. Like I'm 22 and I still don't have a relationship, blah blah blah. Like it doesn't matter, Like that's fine. Just take your time. Like it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen when it needs to, but that doesn't need to be like the number one thing on my focus list, and it doesn't need to be the number one thing on yours. And I guess that's why I'm coming here to talk about this, because I guess, yeah, give hope a little bit in a way. I don't know if you've even been able to follow this. I'm hoping you have, but if you do follow, then I hope you see what I'm saying here. And basically, I guess the message is to just be patient, be open, and I don't know, understand yourself more, figure out who you are. Like, this is my experience, right? I'm talking about my perspective. Maybe you don't take friendships as seriously, or maybe you really want that romance to be separate from your friendships, and that's perfectly fine. This is just my perspective of it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of really thankful for this awakening that I'm having right now, and this like learning lesson that is coming to me, because it's making me realize that, granted, okay, so maybe not to backpedal necessarily on the twin flame or like the soulmate thing, but I think, the different, okay, yeah, this is the big thing. The difference, when you find someone that you want to be romantically with, for me at least, is the fact that, like, I am making a decision to say that, hey, as much as I know that there are other people and other options in the world, like, I want to choose you to be my partner, you know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know, like, I see something in you, or, like, I just feel something that could be deeper. And I feel like if you find something like that and you want to wait for that, then you should. If you don't want to wait for that, or if you want to just, be with many people until that happens, do your thing. I'm not, like, I don't know. Like, the logistics to how you get to that relationship couldn't be less important to me at all. As long as you're, being healthy, treating yourself right, and not, like, putting yourself in situations that make you stressed or, like, make you uncomfortable. But, like, me personally, I don't know. I'm just chilling, I feel like, now, granted, I have to say, though, I'm such a up and down person, so I might start going crazy again tonight or tomorrow, but whatever. But, like, I'm hoping. I mean, when I have these moments, it usually, like, takes a little bit to settle in, but hopefully I can look back at this, watch this again, and be like, oh, right, remember you said that, Rochelle? So relax, take it easy. But, yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, you choose someone, you choose someone to do life with, to, like, progress with, to grow with, and I think it's kind of beautiful like that. Like, yeah, like, there are so many people out there. Yeah, everyone's replaceable, I guess. But the whole point of loving people is choosing them. You choose to prioritize this person. You choose to make this person or these people important in your life. And you choose them to, like, stick by, to commit to, even though there are other people, even though you could find someone else with the same exact vibe, same exact connection. Because, you'll meet someone that's like, yo, this person really reminds me of this person, or, like, I have the same connection with this person as I do with this person. That's what I'm trying to say here, and that's kind of why I've come to this realization that, like, there is no difference in the type of love that I have for people, or that I give to people, or that I receive. Like, I receive love all the same way. Like, I don't know. Do you follow what I'm saying? I hope you follow what I'm saying. Basically, I'm saying love is love. And, I could literally fall in love with anyone, regardless of gender, regardless of whatever. I fall in love with people all the time. And I'm okay with that now. I'm realizing that that's who I am. That is a part of me. And I'm not, like, trying to run away from that anymore or be scared of it. Because life is fucking unpredictable, And it's, like, a big thing for me. I think after I realized, like, I was like this, like, when I was freaking out about it a couple months ago, and I was like, oh shit, like, I gotta just let myself feel things and just process, and whatever happens. It was all, like, nice and, yeah, cute, oh yeah, kumbaya moment. But then after that, I was like, wait, no, because that means more opportunity for hurt, If I can love everyone, then I can be hurt by anyone. But I mean, that's just a risk of life, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, you can be hurt by anyone. You can be heartbroken, you can, be played, you can whatever. Like, you can't control how the people affect you. You can't control the outcomes of situations. You can't control how anything works out. But you dive into new things, you dive into new connections, into new people, into new relationships anyways, because just the chance that it might work out, the chance that it doesn't go away, the chance that it's super good, the chance that even if it does end, you still learn something from it, you still got something from it, and it wasn't a complete waste of time, is what I'm trying to say. And this is a message that I'm telling y'all. Like, I had this idea, but I did not know what I was gonna say at all today. I was just kind of like, let me just go for it. But I'm happy that I'm doing this, because I'm already seeing this as something that, again, like, I'm gonna look back on and be like, wait, this is kind of fire. Like, you should probably take your own advice, because I do that a lot. I'm just like, yo, what was that thing I said like 2 months ago? Because that was kind of heat. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of just trying to find my own peace in my reality, in myself, in who I am, how I behave, my patterns, my cycles, whatever. And it's going good. I think this is going to be helpful. I feel like I could keep going, but I also feel like this is really the end of it, and I don't think I have anything else spectacularly juicy to add. I hope this resonated. I hope, even if it didn't resonate, you're still like, oh, that's a cool story. That's kind of cool, bro. Like, pretty fun. Let me subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. But yeah, no, because at the end of the day, this is always for the peoples. For me too, this is like a little diary for myself because I was gonna journal about this, but I was like, this is probably gonna take up a couple lines of paper or a few lines in my notes app. So I was like, let me just record this and put it up for y'all. So I'm just trying to think and see if I have any final wrap up thoughts. No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah. Don't be scared of love. Don't be scared of situations. Don't be scared of opening your heart up. Actually, I can't say that. No, you're gonna be scared. Be scared of it, but that's what being brave is. Isn't there like a quote or something like you can't be? That's There probably isn't oh my god, I can't speak. There probably is a quote about this somewhere, but I'm gonna just say it anyways. You can't be brave without being scared first, or you can't have courage without being scared first, or something like that. Trademark that. Is that trademark? Copy? Whatever the fuck. That Rochelle G. Put that. Yeah. That I said that. Oh my god, I'm so ready. I cannot with myself. Anyways, yeah, man. Love, live. Laugh. Why did I do that in the wrong order? I could have easily. What is it? Live, love, laugh. LOLC's heart, smiley face, wink. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Be easy. And also you're doing this not like to prove to the people whatever like that you can, but to like literally just allow yourself the experience, because again, opening your heart isn't for other people. I mean, yeah, it is. It's a connection between two people, whatever, but like really think about it. Like, are you happy closed off? Are you happy not allowing people in? Are you happy just living in this state of nothingness, or just wasting your time on things that don't make you feel good, or just denying yourself the things that make you feel good? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take a healthy guess and say no. So keep that in mind and live your best life. Do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself. Heal. It's not a quick journey. It's a long process, but y'all can do it. I know you can. If I can fucking do it, you can. Okay? I'm a Scorpio rising. That just has trauma written all over it. Like, literally, RIP to all my Scorpio risings out there, but also not RIP because, like, we're not gonna. Oh, matter of fact, rise in power. Forget rest in peace, rise in power, because you know what? Yeah, we be going through it. We be having our little tough times and our little cycles, but the tough cycles and the tough times always bring us back to these moments right here if you can learn how to get there. And you have your little awakenings, you have your little moments of truth, you have your little revelations, and they're pretty bomb. Like, it's pretty fun. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that sucked, but at least it brought me here. So hopefully that can happen for y'all too. I've been rambling for far too long now, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I love you all, genuinely. I love you. I love the world. I love people, and I love humanity as much as y'all piss me off, but this is a happy video, so we'll talk about that another time. Anyways, adios. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Mic off. Mic drop. I'm sorry.